This conference will now be recorded.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Jump Off. Okay, this is a boundless program called the Jump Off, and I'm really excited to be able to introduce us as your hosts for our first episode. My name is Danny, and I'm here with my co-host Paul, and
Hey,
we are going to be exploring some amazing topics that we hope are of encouragement to you, and also get you thinking about things that you may need to be thinking about at this time. So, all that being said, the first question we wanted to tackle in this small episode is who do you choose to be during the coronavirus? Okay. Now, what do I mean by that question? I think that I'd be remiss and it would be crazy to act like our lives have not just changed enormously since this
uh,
virus hit our country. And in fact, it's affecting all of the world. Um, the whole thing with social distancing, all the stuff concerning how we actually do schooling, how we go to
mm,
work, all of this stuff is actually 100% different. It's affecting students. It's affecting people going to work. It's affecting teachers. It's affecting everything in our society today. So we don't have much control other than, hey, you got to stay at home. And for many of us, it's kind of a new thing, especially if you're in school, to not go into this classroom or into this location to be able to learn from your teachers. And in the same manner, it's kind of hard for teachers, for workers. I mean, it's just suffice it to say, it's a new normal. So, in light of the fact that things are so different, Paul, what things do you think are important for us to be able to take into consideration or take into account,
right, right.
given the reality that coronavirus has changed everything today? Um, how can we still excel and succeed, even though our lives are kind of upside down with a lot of these things?
Right. I think that's a great question for everyone that's viewing this record. Um, the two things that really come to my mind that I had to practice is refocusing and repositioning. And the reason why I say that is because I don't want the whole idea is not to stop doing what you're doing, but to refocus it and then reposition it so you can continue to do what you're doing, right? Because you don't want to stop everything that you're doing, especially what you're working at to be the person that you choose to be, right? Just because of something's happening at this moment. So one of the things that I've had to refocus, reposition is patience. How am I going to be patient with people nowadays? Listening skills. How am I, going to refocus, reposition myself to be a better listener? During the time because I'm so used to being, with people face to face, but now I'm having to, message them, do FaceTime, talk to them on different, social media outlets. So that's one of the things that personally that I'm working on.
I love that. I love that. And I'm just gonna kind of go a bit deeper on what you just said there. Refocus and repositioning. You know, there there are certain things that we don't have control over, but when we speak of refocusing and repositioning ourselves, because life is different, so we there has to be a change. There has to be an adjustment. The word that comes to mind as I think about refocusing and repositioning is we have to be intentional about adjusting ourselves to the new normal. So it's as much about making sure it's because even though things are changing for us online now, for many they have to study online or work online. You can get in that, but that doesn't mean that you have refocused yourself. So you have to intentionally refocus your attitude and say, you know what, I can't do the things that I'm used to doing. I can't do it the way I want to do it 100%. So you either have one or two choices. You either sit there and just cross your arms and pout and say, "Now I'm just going to do nothing about it," and just be negative and just spend your whole time looking at your phone and just scrolling and just texting everybody. Or you could say, you know what, it's okay to spend some time on my phone, but I'm going to refocus myself and reposition my attitude. Just
Right.
because this virus thing has interrupted my life, it doesn't mean that I can't be intentional about being successful. I can't be intentional about making the most. I love the example you brought about listening to others, connecting with others. Now more than ever, I would say it's important to go to school, it's important to study,
Mm,
but now more than ever, we have to refocus and reposition ourselves to stay in touch in a meaningful way, to connect in a meaningful way with friends, with family, and also intentionally saying thank you to people. We many times don't think about our teachers, or we don't think about those first responders out there. Let us find
right.
ways to refocus ourselves and reposition ourselves from being self-centered and me and me and me and I just want to look at the phone, instead of that, saying during this time of coronavirus, I'm not going to let life just pass me by, but I'm going to intentionally engage it, grow, and give to others. That is fantastic. And we want to encourage every single viewer here today to really wrestle with that idea. Don't just sit there. Don't just kind of go through
Mm,
your online classes. Don't just spend the whole time on your phone, or not connecting in a meaningful way with others. Here is your
that's
chance.
right.
Make it count. Grow. Be a success by thinking about others and refocusing and having the right attitude every single morning. Wake up, get ready,
That's right.
and say to yourself, it's going to be a good day. Who can I actually encourage today? And who can I learn from? Who can I say thank you to? So,
That's
anyways,
right.
you get the idea. Thank you so much for joining us for our first episode of the Jump Off. We got more episodes to come. And remember, during this season of the virus, it doesn't have to stop your life as it is. Here's your greatest chance to be an encouragement and to grow as you go through it. Stay boundless, and we'll see you soon.